my testimony continues because being readmitted to the hospital with the same, pain incident where, pain's rushing around my right side. Eventually the fluid builds up in the pleural areas, the area between the lungs and the chest, and these are areas within the body that just has space where the fluid goes. It pushes up against the lungs and compromises my breathing. And my ribs have always had a little bit of a, weak area. It feels like a little bit of pain I had. But multiple tests have been run, echo, cardio, and, different ultrasounds and things. And, never really identified the reason for, the pain and this fluid that's built up in the body, which is why I'm in the hospital. And the last time I was in the hospital, they never really had a conclusive understanding. This hospital has done a greater job of really providing thorough, insight in what they're seeing and showing me the different, examinations they want to do and taking a broader approach. And so right now they took a biopsy. I was so apprehensive about it because this is the third time I'm having a needle put in my body. But this time a biopsy into the rib. I just had it done. It didn't feel as bad as I thought it would. But, going back to this journey, the testimony, celebrating the victory of the, no cancer and, identifying any real specific diseases. And the first time I was in the hospital. The second time I'm in the hospital, a lot of things are in doubt. And so, throughout this process, me being, solo dolo, 40 in this hospital, have a lot of things going through your mind. But the mind can go a lot of different ways, and it can try to, try to figure things out on itself. But I don't know if I could put the hand in scripture, but lean on, not only you understand, lean on the Lord, but, throughout this process, it's just been a continual connection with, the scriptures and the Bible and different formats, the YouTube and, the music. And throughout this process, for me, man, I will have my highs of feeling confident and victorious and, people encouraging me and kind of having those words that God's spoken to me that, gives me the strength throughout the uncertainty and the mystery about what's going on. And you see it in the doctor's face, they don't know what's going on. But, for me, being able to let it out, as far as, you have tears that just come because you don't even know, what's going on. And, sometimes you can cry just because other people are just, looking at you just sad because look where you are. You might be crying right now looking at me. But, the joy of the Lord is my strength. And, I'm just like any other person. I'm going to have my moments where I may break down crying and, and the uncertainty or the certainty of what they tell me is going on, so, but I know that yesterday, I kind of let out little tears and, just kind of, I don't know, I think it's really healthy to, just let your emotions flow. But, the main thing is that a lot of times these emotions are flowing through my encounters with God. Crying in the fact of I'm God's child and I'm listening to this to the music and he has me in his hands. That's my father, you know what I'm saying? So it's a different path when you have, God, kind of right by your side and living in you, in your strength. And it's something that I kind of, build up. And I had to see his plan by my parents and grandparents. But, I've always had this armor. And sometimes I forget what that armor is. I got to read, my scriptures to, reaffirm what that armor is. But the moment instantly, I can take, that word and it pierces any type of anxiety, depression, doubt. But it's a continual process. I can't just tap in and tap out. You know, my first testimony, I talked about tapping in, but I think that is another thing that has to kind of probably come out of this, which is pressing in and staying in. And it's easy to, you know, pray for the healing and you got it and then move on. But I think that, you know, it's something more than that. And maybe I got to figure it out. But the main thing I'm learning is that, the testimony, and I don't know about any tests, but I mean, I guess it's just a process of really kind of connecting to this God and the Spirit and the people that, care about me and everything like that, to be involved in this whole process. And I appreciate and love every one of my friends and family that, are caring and texting and talking. But I haven't eaten, in like maybe 20 hours, but on the fast for this procedure. So hopefully I'm not rambling, hope I'm clear. But I thank and God bless and love everybody that's, sending cares and stuff. So thank you.